If you want stuff, then go to RightStufAnime.com.
Come on now, you know I had to make that pun. What's up guys, Venge here with another unboxing video for you guys, but before I begin, I would like to give a shout out to RightStuf Anime for sending this piece over my way. Today, the home video that I would be discussing is a bit beyond the ordinary. I would be covering Dirty Pair, which involves girls and guns, Mexi combination. And I have quite a bit to say about this series because this series is an old classic that I knew nothing about. So, it breached my curiosity and I want to see what these bodacious female bombshells are all about. So, why don't we start by talking about the cover art here, which I really love. The cover art is very simplistic, however, when done right, a simplistic design is all you need to get your point across. Now the cover art is very clean. The colors of the backgrounds do not conflict with Yuri and Kei. And if you're wondering, this is Yuri and this is Kei. And the color here, I just wanted to bring to your attention, is neither red or pink. It's kind of like in between. I think the color is like Charisse. You can correct me if I'm wrong. And so you have that uniformity of Charisse and yellow. I mean, I just like the color contrast. It works well together. So let's get back to what I want to talk about next, which is the white silhouette. The white silhouette behind the characters remind me of how cover arts were like back in the 1980s. Also like how the Dirty Pair logo is catacombed in the bottom right hand corner. And it looks clean. I just like the placement. It's really good. And I just love how all of the elements came together to create an actual 1980s style cover art due to the use of loud colors and stripe patterns. So why don't we mosey on over to the spinal portion of the case, and there's two things that I would like to point out. The uniformity of the colors, because once again you see that consistency of yellow and Charisse and the slight hint of blue. They cut the blue just so it wouldn't interfere with the logo, which is just fine. Another thing that I want to bring to your attention, if we look at the back, is the blue around the characters. It just looks really cool. Gives it a nice classic look here. Plus I like how the stripes wraps around the entire casing. I just found that really cool. And so if you're wondering what this stands for, the WWWA, that stands for the World Welfare Works Association, and that is the organization that Kei and Yuri works for. I'm a bit surprised there isn't thumbnails on the back. However, I feel like this was due to the fact that they want to match the classic theme of DVDs in the series itself. And this DVD was actually released way back in the year 2013. Now, Blu-ray did exist during that time, so you're wondering, why is the series only available in DVD? And I'm going to tell you why. Due to the age of the series, the maximum quality RightStuf can reasonably upscale to is DVD, and after watching some of the series, I must say the quality they was able to dish out was very impressive. Now, before I talk about what's inside, I'm going to go ahead and read what the back says here. And it says, "Make way for anime's ultimate girls with guns. In the 22nd century, mankind may be technologically advanced, but there are still some problems that can only be solved by a couple of women who don't back down from a fight. These are the adventures of Kei and Yuri, and these two official trouble consultants for the World Welfare Works Association who use their brains, brawn, and looks to solve any problem. They call themselves the Lovely Angels, but because their solutions often result in chaos and mass destruction, the rest of the universe has dubbed them the Dirty Pair. This set includes episodes 1 through 13. Bonus stuff is like clean opening US Part 2 trailer and the Zumi Entertainment trailers. Another thing that's worth noting here is the fact that there's only Japanese voice acting. There wasn't any English dub voice work here, but after watching some of the episodes here, the Japanese voice acting works very well. I still enjoy it, and there are English subtitles, and what they decided to do back then was color the subtitles so that the subtitles wouldn't conflict with what's going on the screen, which is always good just to make it more accessible to viewers. Another thing that I want to point out real quick before I talk about the back is what you will see here. Let me just adjust it for you guys. There we go. I was trying to get a better angle for you guys. I wanted to show you this because this is a different logo for RightStuf. I just thought it was cool to show you guys this because RightStuf's logo evolved over the years, and this was what RightStuf's logo looked like back in 2013. I just wanted to show you that because that just shows a little bit of history that RightStuf and Zumi has been around for quite some time. So I just wanted to show you that real quick before we show you what's inside. Now, there isn't much to say about what's inside the cover, because you just basically have the discs, which follow the same theme of the color art, the simplicity of them, the cleanliness, and the fact that they're visually pleasing. I mean, look at the luscious ladies, bruh. Look at it. It looks so clean, and I just love it. I mean, and it just reminds me of classic DVDs from back in the day. So for me, I'm kind of nerding out a little bit because I lived during the era of DVDs when it was actually first introduced. So this is a little nostalgic for me. So why don't we go ahead and mosey on over to the review session, or should I say review segment of the video. See you there. Now we're at the review portion of this video, and the fact that you are still watching gives me the impression that you are interested in this set. So there will be a link in the description section that will send you where you need to go to get the right stuff for the right price. So like I said before, Dirty Pair aired way back in 1985, which means this series has some serious age. It is an anime classic with girls and guns. Oh yeah! And this series is about two lovely ladies that work for an organization known as the World Welfare Works Association. Their job is to take on odd jobs that were too difficult for others to solve. Yuri and Kei call themselves the Lovely Angels, however the destructive results due to their solutions dub them as Dirty Pair among the locals. Now, the common joke you will witness a lot is the fact that many only know them by the name Dirty Pair, not Lovely Angels. So when they hear Lovely Angels, they're like, who are you? You know, it's like one of those things. So I found that very amusing. And so Dirty Pair is an action series filled with a lot of comedy. I mean, the camaraderie between Yuri and Kei is what makes the comedy unique. I mean, the two trust each other deeply, but there's a love-hate relationship when it comes to their individual quirks. Yuri is the more delicate and brainy type, and while Kei is the muscle and has a more spontaneous personality than her partner. So their views on life and how they solve situations that appear in front of them often clash in a comedic fashion. So when I look at this series, I found it more like a very lighthearted version of Cowboy Bebop in terms of taking on odd, dangerous jobs that very few people are able to complete. But the biggest difference is that Dirty Pair is nowhere near as serious. No gore, and the ladies are not bounty hunters. So I will point out that there's a bit of fan service here and there, but it isn't anything crazy like the anime that you see nowadays. Like, if you was to compare Dirty Pair to like current anime, I mean, the fan service is super innocent. I'll just put it to you that way. It's like night and day. So when it comes to the art, it reminds me of a lot of the anime known as Ranma 1.5. And I think the art style is what got me curious in the series, because I really enjoyed Ranma 1.5 when I watched it. Now, the overall quality of the set itself is very good for how old the series really is. Like I said, the series was released in 1985. That's when it first aired. And so RightStuf has taken a series that's super old and upscaled the quality to even greater heights. My impression of an old man. Anyway, it looks really good. I mean, I know it isn't Blu-ray, but upscaling content that was around since the 1980s? Whew, that's more challenging to enhance. So for RightStuf to take Dirty Pair and create such a high quality DVD was really amazing. And I really enjoyed my Chinese food while watching Dirty Pair. Due to the production value of the content, I gotta give Dirty Pair 10 Ks out of 10. I mean, come on, K is bae, don't at me. So if you enjoyed this video and developed a curiosity to check out Dirty Pair, then go to that description section and use the link I provided to get the right stuff from RightStufAnime.com. So remember, if you want the right stuff, then go to RightStufAnime.com. Thanks for watching and have an ultra fantastic day. Peace.